there's always KYC.
Yeah.
There's no crypto on ramp without KYC, but how we do it really depends on how we are going to score the individual transaction risk and whether we would consider it an occasional transaction or if we would consider you a new user that we onboard. So there is a lot of compliance-related nuance to it. We definitely are not like Uniswap in a sense of not being regulated by AML and KYC regulations. We do KYC every person. What you probably haven't noticed is that after making a transaction, we screen it. We may request additional KYC data. If that's anything that you did was an indicator of a risky transaction that could be involved in any financial crime. We would also use the data that we get from payment provider about you and your card or bank account to screen you to make sure that you're not politically exposed and that you're not on any sanctions list, or even that there is no adverse media on you, because if you would be engaged into any activity that perhaps could make us feel like you may be involved in some criminal activity, you would get your transaction banned, and we would definitely work with police and law enforcement to make sure that would be noticed. So having said that, we really make sure that we are as granular as possible on scoring individual risk of individual transactions. And definitely if you would make another transaction, for example, in a short period of time, or if you would use a VPN, or maybe if you would just buy a bigger amount of tokens, or even if you would go through the entire process, because I do not know if you finalize the transaction, it would turn out that we would request some additional data for us to be just on the safe side and make sure that no nefarious activity is going on. And then also what I wanted to say is a lot of the Ramp's beauty and simplicity really shines when you use Ramp within an interface of one of our partners. So actually, most of our users use Ramp as a component of some other Web3 enabled products. So we work with NFT platforms, we work with DeFi, we work with DEXs, we work with wallets, and many other very interesting ventures.